Welcome to some Hapatra, Snakes on a Plane. Hope you're excited. As far as opening hand goes, we've got Marsh Flats, Pluto Delta. Yes, I love this. We're going to go and keep on this one. And we got Skull Clamp in the hand. Sounds like a lot of fun. Our opponent doesn't play. We'll let them do their thing, and then we will cover our commanders. And Thoughtseize. Bummer. Well, that happens, though. We're playing Hapatra, Vizier of Poisons. Whenever Hapatra deals combat damage to a player, you may put a -1 counter on target creature. Whenever you put one or more -1 counters on a creature, create a 1/1 green snake creature token with Death Touch. And our opponent does go for the Skull Clamp, which I don't blame them. That's pretty much an auto take with that Thoughtseize right there. Let's go ahead and lead off with the Marsh Flats. Not really going to matter. Either way, we'll go and pass the turn. Playing against Olivia. Nice little red-black vampires flying. 2 mana, deals 1 damage to another target creature. That creature becomes a vampire in addition to its other types. Put a +1 counter on Olivia. Then for 5 mana, gain control of target vampire for as long as you control Olivia. Let's go ahead and crack the Marsh Flats. Let's grab the Overgrown Tomb. There we go. Grab that Overgrown Tomb. Not going to pay 2. Nope. And let's see what we draw into. Probably just going to get the Pluto. Ooh, Knight's Whisperer. I like that a lot. Let's go get the Pluto Delta down. Let's go and crack the Pluto Delta. Do we want to go for Hapatra? I think I'm okay with that. Yeah, let's go Hapatra. Let's go Bayou. Let's go Hapatra. It's going to be green and black. See if our opponent has any removal. They only have 2 black sources at this point right now. So we'll see if they have any removal to kind of show for it. And then we'll kind of go from there. They pass the turn up. There we go. All right, let's maybe go for the throat. Let's see which is. Or not Doomblade. Dismember. Okay, let's get Hapatra back to the command zone. That's fine. We still have Thread Dynamo to get down next turn. We have the Ancient Tomb to kind of go for that. And then we do have Skin Render, which we're going to be able to put 3 -1 counters on target creatures. So if they do go for Olivia, we'll be able to put those -1 counters on there. Opponent's going to go for Despise. Target opponent reveals their hand, choose a creature or Planeswalker card, discard it. So we have no Planeswalker, and we only have 1 creature card. That's going to catch the Skin Render. So we'll take the removal against Olivia. But hopefully between the Thread Dynamo and the Knight's Whisper, we'll be able to kind of get back on our resources. Let's go and get the Ancient Tomb down. Let's go for Thread Dynamo. It's going to be 1, 2, 3, and 4. Okay. Worst case scenario, we have Contagion Engine, so we can get down a Contagion Engine and get those counters on Olivia and kind of cleave our opponent's board state. Looks like we are playing against a little bit more of a heavier competitive build of Olivia, seeing the Thoughtseize, Despise, and Dismember, so we'll see if we can't maybe run our opponent out of resources, kind of roll from there. But yeah, it feels good to be playing Hapatra. It's been a long time since I played Hapatra, and I've had a couple different requests for it, so I was like, all right, let's get it sleeved up. I kind of tightened the deck up just a little bit. It was, I don't think I gotta say it. Now, is there any way we can get down Hapatra and take care of the other one? I don't think so. We hadn't made the land drop for the turn. No, we haven't. Let's go for Knight's Whisper. I'm okay with that. Let's go and go for Knight's Whisper. We can use that extra mana to get down Hapatra. Hopefully, there we go. Hit the land drop. Get down the forest. Let's go for Hapatra. It's going to be green and then black. And then 1, 2. Okay. We're going to go and pass the turn. So we have Essence Warden in the hand. We have Soul Snuffers. Our opponent does get down Olivia. We'll be able to get down the Soul Snuffers and get a -1 counter on each creature. That's the good thing about Soul Snuffers is it's going to put a -1 counter on Hapatra. And basically, however many creatures opponents get on the board state, it really helps us kind of push in some nice, get some snake tokens on the battlefield. Now, here's the kicker. Let's see, with Hapatra, whatever deals, whenever you put one or more. Okay, I was thinking our opponent could copy it with Mirage Mirror and then make a copy of Hapatra once we go for something like Grim Affliction. But our opponent's going to have to be putting the -1 counters on something to kind of get that going. All right, it's going to be 3 total mana, Ruinous Path on Hapatra. That's okay. 2 cards in the hand. We still have more than enough mana to get down Hapatra, and then we can go from there. Draw into another forest. Let's go and get the Hapatra pot back up. Let's make the land drop for the turn. And then let's go ahead and go for the Hapatra again. That's going to be, yeah, we'll get down the Essence Warden. That's going to be 1. We'll go for Hapatra. That's going to be 1, 2, 3, green and then black. Then tap out for 1 more off the Bayou. Gain a life, and then anything else, we'll kick it over to our opponent. But yeah, so it's been a while since I played Hapatra, and Hapatra, unfortunately, kind of ran into one of those, I don't know if my earlier build was not that fun, or if I didn't really have that tight of a build, but I remember Hapatra just always being like an absolute, just very troublesome to record with. Like, there'd be a couple times where I'd go like 3 or 4 games trying to record Hapatra, and I just wouldn't end up with a good video. And, if I spend like 45 minutes trying to record a video, and I can't get a good video out of it, it makes me frustrated, it makes me not want to play the deck. So that's kind of why you hadn't seen Hapatra in a long time. I just kind of, I kind of cut some of the bigger cards in here. I think that's what it was. We had a lot of really heavy 6-drops in here, like Carnifex Demon, which is good in the deck, but there's just a lot of times where Hapatra doesn't really in the long game. It's not really set up for the long game. I mean, it can be sometimes, but it seems like Hapatra. Yeah, sure, fine. My goodness. All right. Plus, we left with 1 card in hand. They want to keep Hapatra off the battlefield. We'll just keep casting it out there. We've got more than enough removal. And then we still have the Naturalized to go for on the Mirage Mirror. Poor Hapatra. It's going to get the Volraz Stronghold down. Let's go and swing it for 1. Don't mind doing that. Coming in hot. Put our opponent down to 25. Make it 25 all. And then with the Stronghold, we can actually put the Skin Render back on top. I do like that. Let's go for Hapatra, though. It's going to be black and green. It's going to be 6. 1, 2, 3. And then either way, yeah, well, actually, we're not going to be able to use the Stronghold. So we're just going to tap out like that. That way we're not taking any extra damage. Gain additional life, and they'll go and kick it over there. But yeah, so I tightened it up a little bit. Get rid of a lot of the heavy drops in here that were just kind of dead in the hand. There's a couple other cards that, like, when I would see them, I wouldn't really like them, just because we would never really get in the spots where we get them down. Maybe it would have a little bit more, like in a multiplayer setting, it'd be a little bit better, but at least in 1 versus 1, it was just kind of like, basically I cut a lot of cards I didn't like, and I'm kind of happy with the build that we've got going on now. But with my new computer, I've been picking up some games during the Steam sale, and I picked up PlayerUnknown Battlegrounds. So I've been playing that all weekend. Really enjoy it. It's a lot of fun. Before I got into Magic, I used to be a heavy gamer. Like, I wouldn't stream or record or anything, but that was my hobby, was playing video games. And so I just haven't played video games for about 2 years now. Going for Cabal Ritual, and that's not going to have Threshold. It's going to be 5 cards in the graveyard. So opponent's looking at 3 total mana to get down. Let's see what they're going to go for. Going to go for Olivia. And they're going to gain a life. And, okay. I guess I'm kind of confused about that ritual. Maybe they're going for, like, Yagzon's Wield or something? Tap out. Oh, excuse me. They're going to leave up enough mana to go for the ping 1 damage to the Essence. Never mind, excuse me. Got a little confused as to why they're going for Ritual with the open mana, but then I forgot they're going to go for that to take care of it. Okay, so what we can do is during our upkeep, we can go for the Stronghold, put the get the Skin Render on top. Let's see how much mana we have. So it's going to be 1, 2. Basically, we're looking at, we don't actually have enough black mana, so we have to draw into something else. Put a -1 counter each other creature. We don't want them picking apart Hapatra, untapping with a bunch of mana. Is there any way we can deal with Olivia this turn only? It's going to be double black off the Skin Render. It's going to go on top. But it's really not the end of the world if our opponent does go for that. Put a -1 counter on each creature target player controls if we can proliferate. Yeah, let's just go and see what we draw into. Draw into Urborg. Okay, that's what I was worried about. I was worried about having enough black mana to go for Skin Render and use the Stronghold. But we can make that work with the Urborg out there now. Let's go and get Urborg down. I think at this point, I kind of want to take care of Mirage Mirror. I don't know what our opponent's got out there, but I really do want to take care of that. Let's go and do this. So let's go ahead and go for... Our opponent's going to go for it anyway. Let's go and go for Soul Snuffers. It's going to be double black. And then 1, 2, 3 off the Thread Dynamo. Get a -1 counter on each creature. Let's go and put it on Olivia. Let's go and always yield to that. Get a few more snake tokens on the battlefield. And then let's go ahead and go for Grim Affliction. I think I like that. Actually, let's go for... I want to get rid of Mirage Mirror just in case so they don't draw on anything or get any sort of funny business. And then let's go ahead and go for the Grim Affliction on the Olivia. Then we can proliferate. It'll make it a 2/2. We'll get a few more snake tokens onto the battlefield. Let's just go and hold off on that. Okay. Let's go ahead and pass the turn to our opponent. Yeah, I thought about going for Grim Affliction, but what we can do is we can use it in response to some of our opponent's activations. That way we don't really have to worry about... we kind of put them in a spot where maybe they kind of bottleneck their mana or doing something, and we go for Grim Affliction in response to that, especially since it's instant speed. Or if we don't, we can still put the Skin Render on top of our library to kind of make sure that we can keep those snake tokens flowing. But yeah, so I picked up PlayerUnknown Battleground. I'm really excited. I've been playing that all weekend and losing horribly, but I did make it to top 10 the other day, and I made it to top 10 by almost basically just being a pacifist. I don't think I had shot my I don't think I shot my gun the whole game. And then I just got lucky where the map was falling, and I just kept like hiding along trees. And then it got all the way down, and I was just like dang it, I'm not prepared for this. I cannot do this. All right, opponent's gonna go for the -1 counter on Hapatra, dealing 1 damage. Just go and go for the Grim Affliction in response to that. That's going to be 1, 2. Yeah, we can do that. Let's go Grim Affliction, choosing Olivia. That way we at least get another snake token on the battlefield. Let's go black, black, and then black. Put a -1 counter on that, and then we'll go and go for the Proliferate to get an additional 1 on there. And then they still have that mana floating, so they still go for the snake token. That's fine. Sure, go for it. Get a +1 counter on there. And then if they want to blast a Hapatra again, that'll at least kind of stop us from getting a snake token. Take care of the snake, okay. And I guess at this point right now, if we're going to go for the Stronghold, I think if we could put a Hapatra into the graveyard to put it on top, but if we're going to go for Skin Render, yeah, we'll see. Okay. We're going to Proliferate on the -1 counter, and then we're going to Proliferate on the Soul Snuffers to get another one. Yeah, why not? Might as well. And then Hapatra. We'll get an additional snake token. Yeah, I like that. End up with 4 of those? Yes, I like that. All right, so we're going to always yield to that. And it's going to get Hapatra back to the command zone. We could have put her into the graveyard, but I feel like we need to get these snakes on the battlefield, and then we can really start utilizing Skin Render to kind of start hopefully pushing in at Olivia. We'll see how much mana that's going to cost next turn, because we still have Contagion Ninja to get down to make sure we put those -1 counters on Olivia. And at this point right now, they have 0 cards in hand with simply just 2 mana, both swamps. So it's going to keep our opponent off any sort of last-minute damage activations that they want to go for. Okay, got Olivia swinging in for 3. It's going to put us down to 24. That'll be 3 total commander damage that's been dealt to us. And then I'll finish the player-unknown battleground stories here in a sec. Let's go and go for that. Let's go for the put target creature card from your graveyard. Let's go for the Skin Render. It's going to be 1, 2. Tap the 4th. It's going to go on top. And that way we can just keep Olivia off the battlefield. I like that. It's a pretty good line. We're going to be swinging in for 6, which is more than enough. Then we can get down Hapatra the following turn. Let's go for Skin Render. It's going to be double black. And then 1, 2. Put 3 -1 counters on Olivia. They have no red mana to take advantage of that, so that we'll send Olivia back to the command zone. Okay. And then let's go and swing in for 6. I think that sounds pretty good. Put our opponent down to 19. I like it. Coming in hot, and then we're going to go and pass the turn. But yeah, so I made it to top 10 in player-known battlegrounds. And then after that, I've been playing it pretty much the whole weekend, just kind of finally learning the flow of it and the strategy to it. But sometimes it's just, doesn't feel like there's much strategy to it other than just trying to find somebody who looted better than you and then stealing their weapons, which is a lot of fun. But yeah, I'm getting the hang of it, and I'm definitely going to be incorporating some of those gameplay into my channel. I just don't know exactly how just yet. Okay, sorry about that. I was taking a drink and kind of had a weird hiccup. But yeah, so I'm going to be incorporating more of those videos into my channel. I'm just not sure exactly how we're going to be doing it. But I don't know if I'm going to kind of cut it up or edit it, however we're going to do it. But either way, going to have some fun. All right, we do draw into Crocodile of the Crossing. Let's go and get Hapatra. That leaves 1 card in our opponent's hand and Maze of Ith. Let's go and do this. So if we go for a Crocodile, that's going to be a 3/4. But yeah, I like that. It's still kind of spread the wealth out. We're looking at green, 1, 2, 3. Let's see how much Hapatra is. It's going to be 10 total mana. Goodness. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So we can go for Hapatra if we want to. That's going to be Olivia. It's going to get down for 6 the following turn. Then we'll have enough mana for that. Let's go and do that. Let's go and get Hapatra down. That way we can get a few more snakes going. Let's push in first. Push in with the crew. That's going to be 8 coming across, 9. I like that. Forces our opponent to use the Maze of Ith right now. Untap the Skin Render. Okay. Poor little Skin Render. Doesn't get to attack. Puts him down to 14. Then, yeah, let's go and go for Hapatra. I like that. We can go for the Crocodile next turn. That's going to give us an additional snake, too. Looking at 1, 2, 3. Green, green, black. And then 1, 2. I guess, yeah, we're not going to have any mana either way. Tap for 1. Okay, that way we're not taking damage off the Ancient Tomb. All right, get Hapatra down, then we're going to go and pass the turn. But yeah, there's another game that was a lot of fun, and it really made me put a smile on my face. Was somebody was chasing me, and I had to swim across a river, and I hid behind like a little some sort of flotation device, and I could see the the person up there trying to pick me off, and they didn't know if I'd swim off or not, so they went down to the beach, and I started swimming. I was just like dodging bullets the whole time, and it just, I don't know, it just felt good. Loved it. All right, opponent's going to go for Dreadbore. The Hapatra will not stay on the battlefield for today, but we've got a nice army swinging across, so I'll take that. We tried Hapatra. Sorry, Hapatra. Ooh, second harvest. Love that. Yeah, let's go for Crocodile of the Crossing. It's going to be green, and then 1, 2, 3. And just to maintain the second harvest, let's go ahead and put a -1 counter on Crocodile. Yeah, okay with that. So we're going to be able to swing in. That's going to be basically a 4/3 body. And that should be the one they're going to choose with Maze of Ith. So we'll kind of get a final combat count once we're swinging in. But that should be 4. It should be 9 coming across if they use the Maze of Ith on the Crocodile. Untap the Crocodile. Okay. It's going to put our opponent down to 5. And then anything else? No, we're going to go and pass the turn. We have second harvest to go for. But yeah, so I used to be a big gamer, and playing PlayerUnknown Battleground, basically, it kind of re-sparked that video game stuff in me. I don't know. It feels good to play it. I just kind of basically went deep on Magic for about 2 or 3 years. And so it feels good to kind of finally be playing some video games now. So I'll be expecting some sort of that content in the future. I also picked up, I know I've covered this in different videos at different times, so I'm just kind of going to re-say it again. Pyroclasm deals 2 damage to each creature. Okay. We're still going to end up with Skin Render and Crocodile. And let's see. There's not really any way we can utilize second harvest at this point right now, I don't think. Okay. If we had Blood Artist, that'd be something that we could go for, but we're not going to be able to. That's still going to put us at a 4/3 and a 3/3 coming across next turn. Olivia's going to be 6. They don't have enough for that. They can untap 1. So we're at least going to be getting in for 3. It's been a very, very grindy match. I like it. Let's get down to Mana Confluence. Anyway, we can get Haste. No, let's go and push in. 4/3 body. Our opponent's going to Maze of Ith on the Crocodile, unless they want to take 4, but more than likely they're going to go for the Crocodile. All right, get rid of the Crocodile. Maze of Ith on Crocodile. Swinging in for 3, puts our opponent down to 2. And then we'll still go ahead and go for Hapatra. That sounds good. That's going to be 12, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Yeah, just enough for it. Let's go for Hapatra. It's going to be 1, 2. It's like our insurance premiums on Hapatra just went through the roof or something. We did tap for black. Let's add black. And then 1, 2, 3. We do have to take 2 off the Ancient Tomb. Then 1 and 2. We just need bodies on the battlefield at this point right now. All right, get down Hapatra, then we're going to go and pass the turn. So, if our opponent does go for Olivia, we still have Contagion Ninja to get down. We'll be able to get a -1 counter on it, get a few more snake tokens on the battlefield, then hopefully be able to kind of push past our opponent. So really, we're looking at, as long as we just have, let's say, our Olivia blocks on the Crocodile, and then the Maze of Ith, the Skin Render, will still have a Hapatra coming across next turn. All right, opponent's going to get down Ob Nixilis. So at this point right now, with Ob Nixilis, they can go for the -2. This is going to be a 5/5 demon. You lose 2 life. But it's going to go out on their own terms. So they're going to get a nice little demon token on the battlefield. Good game, man. Good game to our buddy. Our opponent. They had tons of removal this game. But yes, finally got a Hapatra video in the rotation, and pretty excited to get the deck updated. So if you enjoyed the video, like and subscribe. Thanks. Bye.